What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz, the man. And I'm gonna just get straight to it. If you got my Instagram, you know what to do. You know what to follow, Sealz the man. And if you like my topics, please subscribe. All right. So let's get straight to it. Tonight we're gonna talk about things that we want but may not be ready for. And in my channel is all about understanding the mind of a good man. But how can you want a good man and think you need a good man in your life if you're not ready for a good man yet? So I'm going to bring up 5 things that may show you that you're just not ready for a good man yet. Let's be real here, as we always do on this channel, because that's something I learned in life, right? I wanted so many things in life that I wasn't even ready for. I remember when I was a 17-year-old, barely graduating high school, and I wanted $1 million. I wanted a 6-figure job, and I wanted a fast car. But now that I think about it, I didn't have my license when I was 17, so I barely knew how to drive. So if I did get a chance to get into a fast car, I would have probably crashed and it ended up in a pretty bad situation, right? So that's X'd out. I didn't know anything about investing my own money. I've never had a lot of money at that age, so becoming a millionaire at 17, that wouldn't have worked out for me too. I probably would have been broke by the end of the year. So that's X'd out. So you see the drift I'm going on right now? Sometimes we can want things we are not ready for, all right? So the first sign that you might not be ready for a good man is if you're wanting things in him or want him to do things for you that you won't do for yourself. So I hear it a lot. I hear a lot of women say, I want a 6-figure man. I want a 7-figure man. He has to have a foreign car. He has to have his own place, and he can't have any kids. He has to be over 6 feet tall. And that's cool, right? Because let me explain. There's a difference between preferences and just wants, right? Preferences, I can understand that. But some of the wants we can have are just not even imaginable. They're not even realistic, especially to us, to our situation. Because you can get all of those things you want in a man, and then when you get it, you realize it ain't for you. It is not best for you. And that can truly humble you. So as I always say, you have to love yourself before you look for love from someone else. When you love yourself, everything else is extra. But your table cannot be built by another man. And you cannot think just because another man is 6'5" and has $1 million and has a Lamborghini is going to be the best thing for you. Because to be real with y'all, most things we want, we just want it because other people got it or other people want it. But when you love yourself, you know your weaknesses, you know the things, the voids, the holes in your life that you need to account for, that you need to fill. Those are the things you need in other people, in other men. So let's be real with ourselves. If you cannot do for yourself, do not expect that and more from someone else. All right. So the second sign that you may not be ready for a good man is if you thrive on negativity. And you know these type of women. You know these type of women who thrive on negativity. They're starting trouble for no reason. They're creating arguments with their partners and their loved ones because negativity is sweet to their tongue. To some women and to some people, negativity gives them a jolt of energy, excitement in their lives. But that's just not right, because when you include someone else, especially a good man, into your life, you're going to transfer all that negativeness to him. And he may not be like that. And as I say, good men are trying to build. They're trying to build with you. They have a mission. They're trying to make things happen. So if he's trying to build an empire with you, your negativity is nothing but a termite to your empire. You don't need that. You need to put all your positive effort into building something great. Otherwise, you are putting your relationship on a path to failure. The only time you want negativity is in your test results. That is it. That's all we got time for, all right? So let's do better. So the third sign that you may not be ready for a good man is if you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out with your ex. You're sitting on the fence with your previous boo. See, this is already a problem, right? Because you should not be into a new relationship until you are concluded, finished with your previous guy, right? It's just not fair. It's not healthy for you or him. And I've never heard a good situation or a good story from a rebound. Never. I've never heard a good ending to that. So let's eliminate that at the door, all right? There's a lot of levels to this point, right? Because if you have not resolved or concluded with your previous person, that means you have a door open. And a door open is not good to have if you're in a committed relationship. I saw a meme, and there was a woman who had her arm around the guy, but then with her right arm, but then she had like her left arm open, reaching for someone else, right? She has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You can't go 50% in a relationship. It has to be 100% commitment. Am I right? Also, you don't want to do this with a good man, because this is one of the tragedies that sparks a whole road of just badness for that guy. I've talked to a lot of men, and they say, I've stopped trusting women, and women cheat and all this just for one woman. Now they've put all women in one box. This also goes for women thinking that all men ain't nothing, and that there's no such thing as good men. I've seen that in my comments sometimes. I'm just like, bro, what? But anyway, at the end of the day, this is just not good. So if you have not concluded with your past chapter, then you need to either conclude that chapter or move on. But you should not bring someone else, especially a good man, into your unconcluded life, all right? So the next fourth reason why you might not be ready for a good man is if you think good guys are boring, or that you're too good for me. Some people like the excitement, kind of like the point I was making with the whole negative thing. Some people just like the excitement of the bad guy, the bad dude, the rowdy rough rider. Some women like that. And some women just don't like the idea of a good relationship. They there's people out there that think good relationships are boring and static and standard. But that's totally not true. A good man is nothing but a man who does good, who thinks good, who wants more for his life and those around him. That does not mean he has to be boring and white picket fence and suspenders with his pants up to his nipples. There's all types of good men, right? But like I said, if you think this type of way, that good guys are boring, and you're just used to the drama and the excitement of abuse and the excitement of trouble, then you should probably stick with the guy who matches that. Kind of sucks, but I can't tell people how to live their life. But if you're going to live your life that way, keep good men out of your scope. Because you're going to waste your time and you're going to waste his time. Let's not waste time. Also, with the whole "you're too good for me" thing, it's funny how people usually say that like midway down the road, midway down past the relationship. They don't say it at the door. They just wait months and months go into the relationship, years, and then all of a sudden they want to say, "Oh, I think you're too good for me." What is up with that? Why do people do that? But anyway, that's another topic. So the last point I want to give to a reason why maybe you're not just ready for a good man yet is that you're not ready to be accountable and face your faults. Lord have mercy. I've come across this too many times, specifically with women. You have to learn how to say sorry. You have to learn that it's okay to take accountability for your actions. And none of us are perfect, We all make mistakes. It's okay. But the thing that scratches the inside of my throat and squeezes my head and gives me a headache is a woman who will rather argue with me than talk and just tell me that she was wrong. And that is another reason why a lot of men do not like to communicate with a lot of women. It's because when they tell them something that they don't like and they're coming from a good place, a lot of women, and I've heard this from a lot of men, take it personal. That's not how healthy communication goes, right? If you do something wrong, say you're sorry, apologize, and mean it. Don't just say sorry and just to end the conversation, but be real. Like, oh, damn, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Like, I love you. Like, boom. That's it. It's free. Apologizing is free too. Like, it doesn't cost a thing, because you realize after you apologize, you might have a little, ego that, you got to surpass to apologize, or you might feel a little embarrassed, but it goes away. But when you argue because of your lack of accountability, when you argue because you don't want to admit you're wrong, that nasty feeling stays in you for a while. And it's not just you. It stays in him. Therefore, he doesn't want to communicate with you. All right, so I'm just trying to give y'all a heads up. You know, like I said, I don't judge. I am not trying to attack women. Like, you know this, if you watch my videos, I'm trying to look out for all, women and men, right? Communication is key. A stressless life is the best life. Those are my mottos, all right? So let's strive to get to those points in our lives. It's not worth it. This stress is not worth it. And when you meet a good man, that's a good thing. You don't want to lose a good man because, like I hear from a lot of women, it's hard to find one. So just be the good woman that you are. All right? Let's all be good. So thank you for watching my video. Hopefully this video helps a little bit, you know, and that you've learned something. All right, so take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Peace and blessings.